Hello, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is the return of Castle Crashers. This is my second time hearing it. We have the song Factory from the channel Family Guy 10 and Winter Bliss. I've only checked out this game once. Oh, and this is requested by Pepita. Thank you. I've heard it once before, and I remember the two songs I heard were like completely different. One was like very whimsical and just very jolly and happy, and then the other one was like a orchestral powerhouse. So it was such a whiplash. And the only thing I gathered from the comments that this was like a really fun kind of hidden game that a lot of people don't know about, yet they do know about it. And there was some development from like the Newgrounds team, which is such a bizarre thing to say, but man, Newgrounds is so ahead of its time. Let's just get into it. Let's see if these are gonna also be a whiplash, or let's see if we can hone down on a genre of this game. I don't know about the composers. Maybe it says right here. Oh, it does. Composer. Corn and Beans. There you go. This is a Factory from Castle Crashers. Factory? So a lot of moving parts, maybe. Oh. I have a feeling we're gonna hear like metal percussion or something like that. So 3 songs I've heard already, and they're all so different from each other. Interesting piano introduction. Counter melody is always fun. Sounds like a Toho song right now. Wow, you never hear an acoustic grand piano with this kind of percussion. Whoa. It like introduces something and then just like takes it away right away. Nice. Very stripped down now. Yeah, it definitely does feel like kind of Factory. This is kind of what I was expecting with a title like that, where it's just called Factory. This has to be a stage in the game. I feel like this is a loop ending right here. Damn, dude, the percussion. It's hitting hard, too. And in the background, we have a pleasant little piano. This song sounds like something you would find in, like, mid-90s, like 64 or PS1. I'm loving the piano here. The big, bold acoustic piano. Just like taking over the space. Oh. Okay, I can tell. I can just tell that this soundtrack is just full of just fun stuff. Of course, that's kind of an odd adjective, but you know, when I say fun, I mean like, I feel like this whole world is just somewhere between like colorful and just very vibrant, right? First of all, the 4 main characters, you know, we got the red, green, orange, and blue. And the 3 songs I've heard have somewhat of a red, green, and orange type of feel. So maybe the next one will feel like blue. But you know what I mean? Like they have this it feels like it reminds me of this game you might have heard me mention maybe 100 times called Ape Escape or Hat in Time, where basically the premise is to pretty much, it doesn't really matter. Like the story isn't as important per se, like an RPG, but it's more like you can go anywhere in any parts of the world. So like it kind of makes me feel like the world of Castle Crashers is more wherever you want to go. Maybe like a Mario type of thing, or something like that. Because all 3 songs I've heard, I would never suspect are from the same game. And there's a chance that they were 3 different composers. I did hear that there were multi-composers, but I don't remember how many. But that one didn't sound like the previous 2 whatsoever. So there's that, And the only thing that I thought wrong was I thought there was going to be like some kind of machinery type of sound, which kind of, the little, it kind of sounds like some technology going, but not that I'm disappointed by that. I just thought maybe that there would be like some like metal clangs or something like that. But I definitely feel when I think of the word factory, my brain immediately goes to factories in games that I've been to, and then just kind of like try to imagine it there. And the first ones that come to mind is the Junk Heap from Nier, and then the kind of spoilerish place in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and More Ordain. There's the one song from Donkey Kong? Yeah, Donkey Kong. The Mining Melancholy. Although I don't know if that's more technology. But at least it's got that sound that I'm thinking of. Anyways, let's just go into the next one. Winter Bliss. Now, again, based on everything I just said, I'm guessing this song is going to sound very much like winter. So I'm expecting, I have expectations now. I don't like to have expectations, but now I'm expecting some, or some kind of crystallization, ding ding dings, some big reverbed chords. This is Winter Bliss. Does it have this is a different composer, Cicerin. Okay. Yeah, dude, you can definitely see, like, with all the composers, all these, there's just a lot of people collaborating, and just you can feel it in the air. This is Winter Bliss. I feel like I'm gonna I don't know why. I don't want to hear sleigh bells, but I feel like I might hear sleigh bells. Let's go. Well, got the reverb out of the way. First thing that comes to mind is just literally the color blue. Just ooh. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely chill. Well, I can tell you for sure, everything in this soundtrack sounds really good, production-wise. That's already catchy. This is a good soundtrack, dude. You guys, for those that have watched my channel before, well, it is like the #1 thing I love in video game soundtracks. Writing. Yeah! A violin solo? I'm gonna get the other glasses. These ones never come out. These are the skinnier ones. I don't like these ones as much. They're too reflective. Woo! You can see the video and the reflection. Ooh. Dude, they do such a good job at like naming these songs. Oh, there's that crystallization. Like icicles hitting the floor. I feel like this is a really fun game. One of those games you just kind of turn off your brain and just unwind from work, you know, not worry about skill and yeah. Let me know your experience with this as a video game, not just a soundtrack. If it's one of those games that's like 5 hours long, maybe I'll check it out, but we'll see. Dude. There's the wind. So I predicted, what, 3 out of 5 or something like that? That was cool though. That's kind of a new take on the whole winter snowy thing. I want to do like a shameless plug to another series that some of you may have seen or not. I don't just do the reacting to music anymore. That was like the only thing I did for a while. But I kind of have like a sub-series called VGM Vibes. And that one is kind of like the opposite of reactions, where I know these songs and I'm talking about them and kind of just, you know, sharing them with you guys. Kind of like how you share with me, I'm sharing with you. But they're all themed episodes, right? So started with forest and then went on to like fire and battle themes. And then the first big project I did was the snow episode. That's when I first started to get guest YouTubers and voice actors and all that, and you know, started to feel like a proper YouTube channel at that point because it was collaborations. And I picked a whole bunch of songs that were like fit in the theme of winter, cold, and all that kind of stuff. This would have fit in there, but I would have totally put it in there because it's different. You know, there's tropes and things that composers do when it comes to, you know, representing cold, but then there's people that kind of mold it their own way and do something else with it. As far as I recall, I don't think I added. The thing is, I in the Vibe series, I try to always add a big variety of games, consoles, just different genres of everything, but that all relate to that one central topic or theme. And I can't remember if I had any sort of snow song that involved like a sort of EDM feel. Maybe, but I can't think of it one right now. But this one would have totally got in there because of that. I haven't heard many electronic snow themes in my life. I can't think of any at the top of my head at this moment. Maybe they exist, but that was cool, and that's going to stand out. So now I know for sure one day when I revisit themed episodes, because first I want to get the episodes I have in my head out of the way, which is a lot, and then, you know, eventually return to them. This will be in there whenever that is. In 2048 I will put that in there because that was cool. And what I said earlier, I've now heard 4 songs, and those first 4 songs of Castle Crashers, I'm going to always compare them to this image here. And I'm pretty sure they have nothing to do with the characters whatsoever. I'm just talking more of like the color representation, you know. And because I heard 4 songs, and 4 of those all sounded different. They might have all been 4 different composers. That was just cool. It was a nice fresh take, and it's giving me that same feeling that I get when I get really excited about video games to try out, because obviously I play everything. I'm a variety, you know, I play whatever. I don't just play RPGs or anything. It has the music has to capture my attention first, and then from there I'll check like how long does it take to beat, and then maybe, you know, throw it in there somewhere. And all I'll tell you now is that this is giving me the same feeling that A Hat in Time gave me, and A Hat in Time became one of my favorite games of all time. So yeah, that's why I'm asking. Like, let me know your experience with this game. I'm not really like asking you to sell me on it. The way I get sold on stuff is just by telling me your experience. You know, don't try to tell me why it's so good. Just tell me like what you thought of it. Does that make sense? It's like a review, but it's more honest. So if it sucked, tell me it sucked, and then I'll find out why. Anyways, that was cool. 4 different songs, Winter Bliss, Factory. You can check out the other video I did, and also requested by Pepita. So yeah, good times. Let me know more about Castle Crashers. And it seems like it's right up my alley too, because I was a huge fan of Newgrounds growing up. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah, Cool. All right. Well, thank you to the requester. Thank you to all the patrons you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. We'll see you in the next time. My name is Jesse in the auditorium later.